You're rotting in a damp cell on St. Helena, 1821. Stomach cancer gnawing your guts like a starving rat. Exiled by the Brits after your empire crumbled like a stale baguette. Once Europe's boss, now a forgotten has-been. Scribbling memoirs no one will read. Hallucinations of glory mocking you in the fog. Conqueror extraordinaire? Wrong. Just a Corsican upstart who grabbed the world by the throat, only to choke on his own ambition. Napoleonic legend? Let's rewind to your scrappy start, because being Napoleon wasn't crowns and cannons. It was a grind of grit, guile, and one bad winter away from the scrap heap. You're born in 1769, squalling in a modest house on Corsica, an island France just snatched from Genoa like a cheap prize. No silver spoon. Your dad's a lawyer, scraping by on petitions and pride. Mom's a tough matron running the household with an iron fist, popping out kids like musket balls. First whiff of life, salty sea air mixed with olive oil and the sour tang of unwashed linen. Island idol. Fun baby emperor, right? Wrong. By age 4, you're toddling through dusty streets, belly growling from bread that's more grit than grain. French overlords tax everything. Dad fights for Corsican independence but loses. Exiled briefly, family fleeing like rats from a sinking ship. Tragedy hits at 9. Dad croaks from stomach issues. Foreshadowing much? Leaving mom to wrangle 8 kids on a shoestring. You're the smart one, but school in Ajaccio's a joke. Local kids bully your French accent, calling you straw nose for la paille au nez. Fist fly, you scrap back, bruises blooming like bad wine. Good news, France offers scholarships for Corsican nobles' kids. Bad news, you're shipped to mainland France at 9, alone, seasick on a creaky boat, heart aching for home. Brienne Military Academy's hell, cold dorms, snobby French boys mocking your island twang.
Napoleon Bonaparte, twisted to Pionnet. You bury in books, dreaming conquest to prove 'em wrong. Family scatters, brothers scatter to schools, mom scrimps. You learn quick, life's a battlefield, win or wither. Gods? Catholic saints seem distant when hunger gnaws, but ambition's your new deity. By 15, academy grind kicks in. You're transferred to École Militaire in Paris, 1784, a fortress of drills and disdain. Dawn cracks over the Seine. You're up marching in crisp uniforms, boots blistering on cobblestones. Cadets conquer or crumble, instructors bark, drilling artillery math, trajectories, gunpowder mixes, fingers inked from calculations. Fun officer training? Wrong. Flubba equation? Extra laps in rain, mud sucking at feet like quicksand. Afternoons, fencing duels, sabers clashing till arms scream, learning to parry like a pro. Evenings, strategy scrolls, read Caesar's campaigns, memorize Hannibal's tricks. Isolation deepens, no friends, just rivals. French nobles sneer at your Corsican roots. Island rat. Crushes? Academy girls rare, but a Paris maid smiles during leave, heart flipping like a bad salvo. But duty calls, no time for romance. Revolution whispers, 1789 Bastille falls while you're lieutenant, France boiling. Good news, merit matters now, no noble birth needed. Bad news, chaos, King's head rolls, 1793, terror reigns. You dodge guillotine by proving loyal, suppressing royalists with whiff of grape shot in Paris, 1795. Cannons boom, blood pooling in streets. Feel the rush. Promoted general at 26, ambition igniting like gunpowder. But doubt creeps. Hero or hired gun? Winters, study maps by candle, eyes burning. Summers, drill troops, sweat mixing with fear. Fail, execution as traitor. You dream empire, but reality's endless march. Body hardening, mind sharpening, fear your fuel. First scar, bayonet graze in riot. Reminder, revolution eats its young. You're 27, command peaks like an alpine summit. Directory sends you to Italy, 1796. Ragtag army versus Austrians. Good news, brilliant tactics. Divide, conquer.
Winds stack like looted art. Bad news. Troops mutinous at first, starving in mud. You rally 'em with speeches. Soldiers, you are naked, ill-fed. Charge Alps, battles blur. Lodi bridge assault.
Cannons roar, blood spraying hot. Victory sweet as Chianti. Loot pours, France cheers. Little Corporal. Mary Josephine. 1796. Widow with kids. Love hot but stormy. Heart racing like cavalry charge. Egypt. 1798. Nile battle crushes Mamluks. Pyramids loom awe-inspiring. But malaria bites. Fevers rack. Men die foaming. High moment. Coup. 1799. Seize power as first consul. End revolution chaos. Feel godlike. Reform France. Code Napoleon laws. Banks, schools. Power surging like Seine floods. Crown Emperor. 1804. Notre Dame ceremony. Crown yourself. Crowds gasp. Conquer Europe. Austerlitz. 1805. Son of Austerlitz blinds foes. Cannons thunder. Blood pooling in snow. Empires kneel. Wealth cascades. Palaces. Art hoards. Family thrives. Brothers kings, but jealousy brews. Bonds form. Marshals like brothers. Sharing wine. Scars comparing. Gods smile. Fortune your goddess. Feel alive. Battlefield your canvas. Strategy your brush. Jackpot conqueror? Kinda. Trysts with mistresses spice. Josephine divorced for heirs. 1810. Mary Marie Louise. You're 43. Empire cracks like Russian ice. Invade Russia 1812. Grand Armée 600K strong marches east. Good news. Early winds. Bad news. Scorched earth, winter bites. Blizzards howl. Frostbite nips limbs black. Men freeze mid-step. Retreat hell. Cossacks harry, blood freezing in wounds. Lose 500K, glory shattered. Coalitions rise. Prussia, Austria betray. Leipzig 1813, Battle of Nations, cannons boom endless, bodies piling. Exile to Elba 1814, island prison but escape 1815, 100 days rally France. Waterloo looms, rain-soaked fields, Wellington waits, charge fails, mud sucks boots, arrows, wait, bullets whistle. Defeat bitter as bile, abdicate, British ship you to St. Helena 1815. Isolation deepens. Isolated rock, guards mock, stomach pains gnaw constant. Cancer? Arsenic rumors swirl. Health crumbles, vomit blood, waste away skeletal. Family scatters, son exiled, Josephine dead. Isolation crushes. Scribble dictations but worlds moved on. Congress of Vienna redraws maps without you. Die at 52, 1821. Lonely, broken, last words, France, army, head of the army. So, you stormed from island nobody to Europe's emperor, reshaping maps with cannon fire and codes, only to crumble on a rock in exile, your titanic ambition of flame doused by hubris and ice. A life that could have forged lasting peace, dimmed to dust by endless wars, potential lost like soldiers in snow. What if one retreat had saved your legacy? One treaty tempered your thirst? A conqueror's crown reduced to echoes of what if? A blaze of glory snuffed by solitude. Ponder that as your empire fades to footnotes,